Can you do it? Prove it. A novel series. The main character name. Someone stumbles along a day and time to wonder what she should name her main character for her novel series. One must understand that a novel series is more of a craft rather than a research report. In other words, a name is not simply a given, but rather suited for what the character is made up of. This subtopic of the topic, the main character name, is ease of name reading. There are several things to take into consideration when coming up with the main character name as a craft for a novel series. Ease of name reading is one of the several considerations, and that is the current topic. Who is reading your novel series? The ease of name reading topic is divided into the discussion of a young reader and an adult reader who reads the main character's name. If the age group is under the adult group, then the ease of name pronunciation is important. A common young reader is learning to read and their eyes are not fully trained to skim words. Young readers, depending on how young, use their mouth. If a reader is very young, the syllables should be short and easy for the mouth, eyes, and brain to analyze. Realize that the young readers are not reading if they have to make an effort in knowing how to say something, but rather to be entertained with the provided knowledge they currently have. Consider. Read this name to yourself. Did you read it? Did you get it? Okay. Did you get Pocahontas? Pocahontas. Great. You might have knew the name from the Disney movie. What if you were unfamiliar to it as a reader? How do you pronounce it right? Read this name. Did you say it? Did you say Pinchin? Did you say Pinchin? Or did you say Sean? Now, the main character name for very young readers should be short, catchy, in their vocabulary frame, and easy on the mouth and eyes and brain, in order to keep their attention. A great name is, for example, Harry. You probably figured out why it was easy to pick that name as an example. So why is it so great? It is easy to read for the mouth, eyes, and brain. Read it out loud. Out loud. Did your tongue slap around your mouth? Or did the lips or teeth close like the previous two names? Did you feel force to make your tongue muscles tense uncomfortably? Like Pinchin, like Pocahontas. Here is the alphabet. In red letters, those are the letters that I feel that could be easy for the mouth when used as a name. Now consider the adult age group. Adults are more flexible when it comes to naming the main character. The reason is because they usually have a more trained vocabulary range and possibly better reading tactics. Here, there are still many adults who love the names as described for the young reader's main character name. The pronunciation and syllables still should be in consideration for the young reader's main character name. Remember that even adult readers are not reading to learn how to pronounce words that is out of their knowledge bank, but rather to be entertained within their knowledge. Consider. Pronounce that word to yourself and tell me what it is. Pardon my drawing, but let's try to pronounce it without the PS and see what we come up with.
Euoplocephalus, also Euoplocephalus.
Did you need to use your mouth, brain, and eyes going back and forth to pronounce the name? Find that name interesting to name your main character related to dinosaurs? Maybe you didn't know how to pronounce the name, but can the average reader make it out? If the name seems unnatural in the common language of the reader, then it might be a bit of a distraction for the reader. Now consider. Pronounce to yourself. Have you seen the movie? V for Vendetta and V for Vigorictovic. How easy was it for the eyes, mouth, and brain when pronouncing V for Vendetta compared to V for Vigorictovic? When selecting a name, make sure that it is in the common knowledge bank of the common reader of your novel series. Usually, it is best to have a name easy to pronounce for even an elementary kid to say it at ease. When you hear or find a name, consider saving it someplace. You will never know when a good name you've saved could be used. Go online and research all the names known to man. When you see a name, take in consideration and what you learn about ease of name reading. This concludes the subtopic, ease of name reading, of the topic, the main character name.